G'day everybody, Joel Fleming here from Nutrien Equine, joined by two of the auctioneers from the last 4 days, Scott Cooper and Chris Dobie. So we're just going to give you a bit of a wrap up now of what's happened. So Coop's going to tell us about the averages from today. Chris is then going to give us a breakup of what's happened over the last 4 days of sale, and then I'll wrap the show up. Thanks, Coop.
Thanks, Joel. Good afternoon, everybody. Day 4, here we are. What an event! And the big wrap up from today, we had a massive clearance rate once again. Like Joel said, Dobes will touch on that. But today's proceedings, we sold 48 geldings for a top of 41,000 and an average of 17,541. 41 mares to top at 68,000 for 25,975 average. 8 stallions rang the bell at 95,000 to average 41,000. We turned over a total gross of 2.235 million for the day, which is an average of 23,000 for a day 4 record at the Classic. Our high price sell gelding today was lot number 495, account SDM quarter horses from Gundawindi. He was an outstanding 4-year-old chestnut roan, followed by Light and Leaner out of a highbrow cat mare. He's the one that made 41,000 in the mare section, lot number 522. She's a nice mare, account MD Enterprises from Gingin in Queensland, a 4-year-old once again. By one Stylish Pepto, and out of a very, very good mare that most people know, Playing Harmonica. She ran second in the Warwick Gold Cup and also second in the Canning Downs, so she's a brood mare that's really bred on well. In the stallion section, Isaac Westers from Narangaba in Queensland. He had an outstanding 2-year-old stallion that we sold today by One Time Royalty out of a Racketeer cat mare. He's the guy that made 95,000, so that was a massive day in the ALEC arena for day 4. The high price sells for the whole event, we roll back to day 1, they still stand. Lot number 21 was the stallion, the Romeo bred stallion that Chris and I spoke about when we wrapped up day 1 at 125. He's the high sell stallion. The high gelding and the high mare, the Poole family, well, they literally scooped the pool. They sold the gelding, young Josh Poole, 65,000. That was the record for the 4 days. And Emily's mare, the Cheshire Cat mare, at 170,000, and she's the high sell for the entire week. So they're the high sells, the day 4 wrap up, and Dobes will give the overall big picture.
Yeah, so the overall results for the whole 4 days, out of 526 horses catalogued, we sold 486. That is a clearance of 92%. It was a new record set today, a new average record for the wholesale. We averaged out at $21,529. Now that is up 4,000 on last year's average, which was the previous record. The overall gross of the sale was $10,463,300, and that is up a neat $3 million on the last year's sale. So tremendous results and a very good effort by everyone involved. Over to you, Joel.
Well, I'm going to talk Nutrien Classic swag stories. I'm going to tell you what happened out the back after 9 p.m. No, I'm not. I'm going to give a wrap up of the whole event. Listen, it's been a massive 11, your ears pricked though. It's been a massive 11 or 12 days for everybody around the ALEC, but in particular, I suppose the Nutrien team, it's been a pretty busy time for around 2 to 3 months with all this coming together. So there's a lot of people that we would like to thank, the ALEC being one, for them to, after everything that we've been through over the last 12 months, to back us and get this establishment where we needed to be so we could run the event. So a big thank you to both them and the Tamworth Regional Council who got behind us in and letting us have the event. Martin's Transport's another one that we want to thank, and in particular Steve in Innes out the back. We've picked up around 3,000 head and brought them in and then taken them all back out to where they came from. So I suppose we've moved 6,000 cattle over the last 10 days, which has been huge. So a big thank you to them and their sponsorship, and also the cattle donors for allowing us to use their stock. If you're aware of the livestock industry at the moment, like an average beast that we would have chased throughout the week would have been worth somewhere between $1,600 and $1,900, and we carted 3,000 of those in and out. So for entrusting us with the use of their cattle, a big thank you. I suppose that last but certainly not least is the team here actually at Nutrien Tamworth, who do all the setting up, the preparation, and and the packing up too of this event, and in particular Mark Witherden, the branch manager there. He puts a lot of effort into this, and it consumes a fair portion of his actually a fair portion of his year, but he does a fantastic job behind the scenes. No one ever sees Mark. Some people probably don't know who he is, but without him, this event would struggle to be what it is. And also Jess Sylvester, so Jess comes back and helps us every year in coordinating staff and the event, and does a tremendous job. So listen, we've had a big 11 days here. There's been a lot of people. It was good camp drafting. The sales been unbelievable. So thank you to everybody who's supported us in buying or selling horses. Thank you very much to all the Nutrien staff and everybody else, and that goes from the traders, the council workers, everybody. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you back here in 2022.